Unbelievable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And Spark are champions!
Good on Pepe! Goal! It doesn't get any better than that!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to John Bartram High School. We have a Delaware River Conference matchup between homeside Vidas United and Philadelphia Heritage. This is a one you do not want to miss. Kickoff will be at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you then.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to John Bartram High School for Week 5 of the Spring Split for the American Premier Soccer League. Today we have a Delaware River Conference match between home side Vidas United FC and away side Philadelphia Heritage SC. I'm Phil Boda, and today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored, of course, by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag, the Air Case. The Air Case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game in Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code now to get 10% off your Air Case purchase. Remember, keep it fresh. Folks, we have a good contest here today. We have Vidas United currently sitting in 6th place in the conference and looking to get all 3 points today to give themselves a little bit more cushion from the bottom half of the table. With only 17 goals for so far this season, Vidas have been hard pressed to find the back of the net, but we'll be looking to do so today against a last place squad. I was going to be looking for Eddie Schwartz, who unfortunately is a scratch for the game today, but facilitating the passing game in the midfield will be Budeze and Gogoletse. They'll be taking shots from range as well. As the whistle sounds from center referee Ralph, we are underway here. Heritage will be in the black and pink, and Vidas will be in white. We already have a contest, a back and forth on that sideline area. To the back line it goes. We'll shuffle it around. Philadelphia SC currently sitting in 10th place with only 6 points after 13 matches played. They're having a rough time in the conference so far and will need to try to create an upset here today to salvage some points and boost themselves out of that bottom spot. Oh, a big challenge there. A nice tackle. It had to be perfect, and it was. Good stop there from Vidas, but a timely intervention there from Philadelphia SC. Can they release a member? Trailing defenseman runs out of room there. Like we were saying, folks, Philadelphia, they're in some dire need of some points here. So they're going to be doing everything they can to find the back of the net. Guillaume, number 12, with the headband. Tosses it in. A nice defensive header there. Just putting it back into the mixer. Everybody playing juggle ball right now really needs to find their shape, find their triangles here. As number 10 from Philadelphia picks it up, and that's Guevara. Actually, it's that's Saravia Guevara. There's 2 brothers on the team. A challenge there from Vidas, and that is number 12, Gogoletse. That is one player to watch, folks. Definitely can score from range. We've seen it at this particular field before. Not such a threatening free kick from this area, but enough to put it in an attacking third area if they can. It's Isaiah Fox. Oh, the backwards pass. Maybe a little bit under duress. Here's Fox once again. Smacks it off Guillaume. Header down. Goes the way of Philadelphia. Nice pass to the center. Can they work around the defense? No. Some physicality there. And back and forth it goes. This time called from the center referee. That one a little bit more devious. That was Gorman. Number 21 of Philadelphia committing the foul. Guillaume, he's going to be battling it out here. Some good strength, but can he keep a corner from happening? A challenge does come through. He's wiggling around a couple. That is number 16 from Vidas. Or 18, rather. That's Budeze. Tries to knot it down, but we're cycling it back here. A nice bit of triangular work there to Arroyo. He has 1 goal on the season. Tries to feed Budeze along the channel there, but we know how much the ball runs on turf. There are 3 Guevaras on the side of Philadelphia Heritage. So hopefully as they are, weaving their way across the field, we'll be able to pick them out. Right now, Guillaume has the ball in his hands. He's looking to launch this guy. He does. Trying to win it in the air. To Philadelphia it stays. Trying to work it across. Nice interception there. Recycling it back all the way to the goalkeeper, Soderberg. He gets the ball caught in between his feet. Has to play a little tea party action between him and his defense. Now he goes for the clear. Interception there from Gorman. I feel like that's who he is. He's like the Gattuso type player, just kind of disrupts everything in the midfield. But right now, on a counterattack here, are the players in white. Trying to move it out to the channel. Big defense. A shove of the arm. A slide challenge. The defense holds firm there on the counterattack. Wasn't quick enough there from Vidas. Desperation clear, but only as far as a Vidas player. But now an interception comes through from Philadelphia Heritage. Tries to shove him off there and does enough to make sure the pass doesn't come through. Out to the wing it goes. There is number 12, Gogoletse, and he gets taken down. A rough challenge. That is Juan Savara Guevara. Saravia Guevara. Excuse me, Saravia. Now is Vidas over the ball. They move it down the channel. We'll see an early cross coming through, and out of bounds it goes. Goal kick here for Philadelphia Heritage. That will relieve some of the pressure here for them. I like the idea there from Vidas. Just the ball sliced off the foot of the left back. Well, let's see how Philadelphia responds. They want to get themselves out of this bottom spot. The threat of possible relegation looming over them. They have one team above them with 7 points, so if they do get anything here today, it would be beneficial for them. Just got to get some points on the board. Arroyo cutting out the pass once again. Oh, I believe someone lost a shinny there. And that is number 15 from Heritage, and that is Manuel Guevara. Arroyo has had his hands, or his feet, his body, everything put to the test here on this rightward channel. He's trying to work it, but gives it away. The counterattack could be on. It's Saravia Guevara, number 10. Here's Arroyo once more. Does a little shimmy shake, but loses it. Slice and dice. Another Guevara, Manuel that time. Swings it out wide. Here's Philadelphia, but another interception up to 28. And that is Richard Blanchard. Oh, a blistering counterattack here from the boys in white. Oh, a slide tackle upends the defense. And it will be a corner kick called here from our center referee. I mean, he was tracking that play all the way, so he saw that from start to finish. A clattering of bodies, but ends up with the lads in white. And that is Taylor Defoe, number 14, who made that run. And the challenge from Philadelphia FC is number 13, and that is Freire. Freire, number 13, has had a lot of work to do already. A couple of timely interventions on those challenges. A lot of pushing in the box. Spotted out here from referee Ralph. It is Budeze standing over the ball here. Usually it's Eddie Schwartz who takes these kind of kicks. This time a looping ball to the back post. And Guillaume handles that nicely, but to Blanchard it goes. Blanchard's looking for an outlet pass. Goes for the Cruyff, but slips on the return, and now a chance for Philadelphia. A great challenge there. Bangs off the shinnies. Folks sliding and slipping all over the place. I know we had some rain last night, the day before, so the turf definitely a little bit slick. Here's Guevara. He gets a little bit of physicality. Can he go up against a foe? The referee, Ralph, understanding the no advantage played there, sends Manuel Guevara and the rest of the squad back to the spot. It's been a pretty back and forth affair so far between these two. No squad with a good spell of possession. That's what they desperately need right now. A lazy leg trap there. Knocks it down. That was Sila, number 9 from Vidas. Here is number 16. That's John Miller. A big hulking body up there at the top. He's going to be kind of their target striker. He slams the ball down knowing that it's going the other way. And that is Daruk, number 22 for Philadelphia. Number 23, a foul. This is another crunching of bodies. They pull each other up, all in good sportsmanship. Soccer is a physical game, ladies and gentlemen, lest we forget. And Vidas, they kind of just, I guess, send it back, maybe not agreeing with the call, and then maybe just a slip of the kick. But it seems like we have all 3 Guevaras here today. Manuel, number 15, and then Juan Saravia Guevara, number 10, and Luis Saravia Guevara, number 23. So look out for that trio. They'll be working in sync to try to get the ball in that crucial net, get some points on the board for the team. Right now, though, Philadelphia looking for a member, and here is Saravia Guevara, Luis, in fact. John Miller, though, taking on any comers. Hands raised. Where are the fouls this time, ref? But I like a little bit of physicality here on the wing, or in the channel. Yum. He clips it out wide. Defoe with the interception. He moves it to the middle, but only as far as Manuel, who gives it right back here to Vidas. That is number 20, Jean-Pierre. He's moving forward with some pace. A foul. Oh my gosh, a drag back. A harsh whistle. A whistle there from referee, and a yellow card immediately. Brandish. That's the first one of the match, and that goes to Manuel. Yeah, you could see that all the way from the stands, folks. He was dragged back quite harshly. Jean-Pierre, though, he'll take that every day of the week. Getting a yellow card this early on the game, especially one so feisty as Manuel, he's going to have to keep his mental. Jean-Pierre maybe going off to the side for a moment to receive a bit of treatment. Looks like he's holding his glute muscle there. Yeah, he's getting a little ice pack real quick. The turf is hard, folks. If you don't know, there's concrete under this artificial grass. So you're falling on really tough ground. This could be a dangerous position. I'm expecting to go to the back post. It is clipped, but only as far as Philadelphia. I think that is Gorman who was able to bring that one down. Looks like he's the captain of the squad today. Out to the channel they go for maybe potential counterattack, but the pace kind of whiffed out of that one. Back to Freyre. Here to Gorman. He sends it back. The triangle's working nicely so far, and that is Brenning, number 9. Brenning with a boot. He's trying to release some members, but Jean-Pierre is there. These two matching up once again. Manuel a little bit. Oh, Brenning slides through the back of John Miller. He got to the ball first, got a piece of John as well. A launching throw to get to John once more. He nods it down to a teammate. Puts it to the center of the pitch, and that's Gogoletse. He skips over a challenge, goes to Arroyo. Arroyo wants to give and go, but Gogoletse not able to see him there. Oh, those two spinning into each other, smacking into the chest. Manuel, you got to have bigger shin guards than that, buddy. That's why he's rubbing his ankle right now. Referee Ralph now halting the play. As Manuel Guevara has been down on the ground maybe just a little bit too long. That was a big challenge between those two midfielders. Manuel trying to be the enforcer here and use that physicality, but sometimes gets the better of him. Let's see how referee Ralph will decide to restart play. Looks like it will be a drop ball here for Philadelphia. Ball's in now, goes to the wing. That's Rodriguez. He slips it on to Manuel, who seems to be right as rain now. And a good challenge there from the Vidas defense. And that is Isaiah Fox, number 2. Let's see if Soderberg will be tested. Last time my producer Nick Krause and I were here, it was a 0-0 affair until about the 80-minute mark where finally the deadlock was broken. But Soderberg had many saves in that game to keep his side in it until they were able to counterattack and score. Manuel with a nice in-swinging ball. Away is the call from Soderberg, and away it goes. Defoe on the chase. He tries to slide it. Unfortunately cannot. The Saravia Guevara brothers. Hoo-hoo. And a swing of a kick. But, folks, that's our first shot of the game, if you believe it or not, and that goes the way of Philadelphia Heritage. Soderberg, though, not tested in that one. He just let that one fly. Goes for a short pass here. And it's Budeze. In that affair we were just talking about, Budeze was the one who broke the deadlock and scored a nice banger of a shot from outside the 18. In the midfield still, here it goes. Out to the wing. Defoe is there. There's a couple members waiting on sides for it. Can they find him? A nice give and go once again between them, but the ball just too far ahead. A heavy pass there from Alexander Simon, number 5. Sila, number 9 here for Vidas. He was waiting for it, had to stay on sides though. Couldn't make that advancing run that he wanted to make. Simon wins the challenge there. Jean-Pierre advances forward, takes on a couple of comers. A nice give and go to move through the lines. He could have a crack here. He swings it across, and it's Sila! He's been waiting for that one. He breaks the deadlock here. That is his first goal of the season, an all-important one. Puts Vidas United up 1 here. A well-worked goal here from the side in white, the home side. One-touch passing that will always pay dividends in the world of soccer. You can see a huddle up here from Philadelphia Heritage. Trying to break down what happened here. Maybe caught a little bit on the back foot. I mean, still plenty of time on the clock, plenty of time left in this one to level it. But you never want to go down early in a game. That is Nolan Lanigan, number 7 here, playing the striker position. Hasn't seen much of the ball yet so far, since that's the first time we've been calling his name. It's always a good indicator, or a bad indicator, how you look at it. Brenning over to Freyre. He's looking for options. Can he find a friend? He finds it in Rodriguez. Guillaume. Rodriguez working through a challenge. Budeze dogged. After that ball, he pokes it out. I believe that one went under the bleachers. A call for ball here. And a call for some announcements, as you know, like we like to do here on Game in Frame. Some keywords here to help my producer out, put the right things. Folks, we have a couple of games coming up here for you on Game in Frame. We have Hoboken FC versus Richmond County FC at 4 p.m. today as part of the Metropolitan Conference. On the 10th, we have Principian Freedoms versus Central Park Rangers at 9 p.m., also part of the Metropolitan. And then on the 13th, we have AC Trilogy versus Vidas United at 1 p.m., a Delaware River Conference match. All great games. Love myself a Delaware River Conference contest. Here's Lanigan. He sends it back and sends it wide to Saravia Guevara. That is tackled away from him. Gorman puts it back to his defense. Brenning now. John Miller kind of cutting off the different angles. A boot from Brenning once more. It's the Guvera brothers. Nice back flick there from Defoe to stop the danger for now. Gorman wearing the captain's armband here. An attempted challenge from Budeze. Ooh, but it's Gogoletze. The nice poke challenge. Back in play we go. Running. Puts it out wide. They're just pushing it back and forth to move the shape. Manuel Guevara. He doesn't even care about his body. This guy's going to be battered and bruised after this one. He's taking challenge after challenge. I believe that is Blanchard. Miller calling for it. Oh, man. A smacking pass, but a misplay there. A howling scream there from Budeze. He definitely got smacked in the shin after a little misplay from Freire. He was able to come back with it though, sent it back to the goalkeeper, was able to get it, but got a lot of Budeze as well. The trainer's now coming out here to inspect the damage. The goalkeeper there in seafoam green for the side of Philadelphia. That is Iran Shifris. Hasn't had much to do. The goal basically unstoppable when it gets to that close, that range, that pace. Only a reaction save will do, and your positioning you already have to basically be in the spot where the ball goes. Budeze down here for quite a while. Maybe the injury more than what it seemed. They might have to be looking to the bench now to find a replacement for him. That is unfortunate as he has 2 goals so far on the season. They need him, especially as they make their way deeper into this spring split. Well, folks, I guess while we have a moment, we are sponsored by Salt Athletic. And they have made the world's freshest and most advanced cleat bag, the Air Case. The Air Case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code now to get 10% off your Air Case purchase. Remember, keep it fresh. This is a good time to go check out all the offerings by Salt. Get that 10%. It's a decent amount off that purchase. Folks, we are also on YouTube, so definitely check us out there. That is the best place to view us. YouTube has all the best video quality in the world. Our producer Nick knows a lot more about that than I do. I believe we're live streaming. We are live streaming on YouTube as a streamer and gamer aficionado. Always good, appreciate a good live stream. Looks like Budeze, a little bit of limp in that leg. He's hobbling off the field here. I don't think a substitute is going to come through. He might just have to take a little bit of a breather before he gets called back in. Referee Ralph, a lot to do today. Some of these awkward situations, drop balls, awkward challenges. Ball back in play, though, here. Freire to Guillaume. Here's Lanigan. Guillaume tries to get it past Jean-Pierre, but he's a big body. Gogoletze. Here to Isaiah Fox. All the way back to Soderberg. Soderberg, one-time kick. Luckily, Gogoletze, a player of quality, able to handle that pass. Out to Arroyo. Simon now. He's wearing the captain's armband in this one. Gogoletze. Arroyo. Can they work against the pressure? Challenge from Gorman. saying no foul, but it will go the way of Vidas. Arroyo. He finds Miller. Bangs off his shin guards. Soderberg signals to the referee that Budeze is ready. Let's see how fit he is to continue. Arroyo maybe mistiming that jump. Bangs off his chest. Here now to Rodriguez. He lets it fall to Guillaume. He tries to flick it up to himself. Lanigan slips between his legs. Simon was looking for the pass. Uncoordinated effort there, though. Goes out of bounds on him. Vidas, they have to find their shape here as they are under duress. Lanigan. Can he be shifty again in the danger area? Blanchard battling, but well done there from Dudek. Or Dudek, sorry, Dudek. Number 22 on the right-hand side. That's a battle you want to watch. Lanigan slips it through. Soderberg off like a shot. Though didn't need to make the save as the offsides was there from Manuel. Shifty, sometimes his smaller frame, you can lose him in all the havoc and the chaos. Loses the shinny once again. Not a big fan of the tiny shin guard movement. Shin guards are there for a reason. Gorman. Manuel Guvera. He slips past the challenge. Puts it on to Saravia Guvera. Switch of play. Arroyo nods it down, but only as far as Lanigan. And Philadelphia maintain possession here for now. As Luis changing the pace. But Defoe gently puts it down. But it is Juan. Saravia Guvera puts it out to Rodriguez. He tries to find a friend and does. Oh, a challenge. A nice shot. Was going towards the back post. We'll take that. An easy save there for Soderberg, though. That's the first one for him. Soderberg is going to be tough to beat from that distance. You're really going to have to weave your way through the box and get a close range effort. Get past this big body. Juan Pierre. Simon now. Looking for an outlet. Finds it in Defoe. And immediately, Dudek was there to contest. Gogaletse. Here now to Isaiah Fox. He tries to clip it onward. Finds John Miller. A nice one-touch pass to the goal scorer. Oh, he tries to slip it through. Caught in between the legs of Guillaume. Arroyo. He could put this in the box for an effort. He goes for it. Tries to find John Miller. Doesn't get past the tall frame of Guillaume. That's why he's in the back line. Defoe kicks it down. But Freyre was there. Jean-Pierre. We know he's good with the ball at his feet. He's always going to be looking to take folks on. Another desperate challenge. All by his lonesome. Oh, Budeze could go for a left-footed curler. Just couldn't wrap his foot around it enough. The first save there for Schifrisch. Didn't really test him too much. A calm effort, though, from Budeze. Was able to wiggle past the defender and get himself an open shot. Just not enough power on it in the end. Manuel Guvaro once again knocked to the ground. It's those shin guards, folks. I'm telling you, I'm getting on my soapbox out here. You could hit me in the chat, find me on Instagram, whatever you want, but you gotta have better shin guards, man, or you're gonna be on the ground each and every time. Speaking of Instagram, ladies and gentlemen, we are running our Game in Frame Goal of the Month for March, sponsored by, of course, Salt Athletic. I believe the winner of that will receive a free air case, so a very important vote to be had. Let your voices be heard. We'll be showing those nominations during our halftime show. So definitely stick around for that. You can also find them on Instagram here. We have a good reel and highlight of all those fantastic goals. Right now, though, the attack seemed promising. The triangle there, though, not at the right angle for the side of Vidas. But yeah, definitely check out Game and Frame on Instagram. Go right now. See those goals of the month, and then stick around at halftime as well. Manuel Guevara having a little word with the referee. 15 minutes left is the call. Isaiah, the goal scorer. Oh, a high boot. Challenge between those midfielders. Desperation kick there from Budeze. Nobody home for his squad, though. And a recycled ball here for Philadelphia. Dudek. Manuel. Smacks that off the boot of Defoe. Still stays in bound here for Lanigan. Simon all over the pitch here as the captain. He gets caught between a couple of legs and takes a tumble. Free kick called. Defoe puts it back in play to Isaiah Fox. A couple of fans of his in the stands currently calling out his name every time he gets a touch on the ball. A heavy touch there from Simon. Fortunately doesn't go the other way. Gogaletse tries to release Blanchard there on the wing. Blanchard with 2 goals so far on the season. They haven't really been able to feed the beast yet so far here in this one. Those passes on the channel, I know it's tight over there, but that's where you got to work the width so you can work it back in. Defoe leaping into the air. A one-time pass. Soderberg, he's got to one-time this. He does. Puts a nice loft on it to get some time to get himself back in the net. A nice clear, good communication. Offsides, though, here is John Miller. Didn't have a good look at that one, so we're trusting the ARs to get it right. That could have been an assist there for Soderberg, basically, if John Miller was able to get it. I was talking to the referees before the game. They were looking for some game in frame swag, so we'll have to talk to our boss Josh to see if we can do something for these guys. Got to spread the love, the good word of Game and Frame. Your home for grassroots soccer in the Northeast. A good physical challenge. Another shinny on the ground. Might be Rodriguez's. Got to get some tape or something. Like a hockey check from Gorman there. We know he's the enforcer. He's also the captain, though, so he's got to play a fine line of sportsmanship and physicality. Manuel on the ground again. The referee might be having enough of this. I know I certainly am. Hopefully Manuel has an ice bath waiting for him when he gets home, because he's been taking a beating throughout this first half. Looks like his day is done, though. However, he'll be subbed out. We'll see who decides to take his place there in the midfield. As soon as I see the number, folks, I'll let you know, as always. That is number 11 for Philadelphia Heritage. And that is Senyang. Jean-Pierre, though, puts it up. Gorman puts it down. Dudek. Back to Jean-Pierre. Luis Dudek. Gorman sized up. A little challenge there to maybe knock him off balance. Nothing too. Oh, the first touch from Seyang. It's good. Dudek. Back to Seyang. Lanigan. He has to go deep into his own half to get that. Okay, still on the horse here. A nice chopping challenge. Upended, though. Right outside the box. You can't upend people. I don't care if you get the ball. You can't do that. Referee Ralph, he's standing stout. He's not letting any of the pleas. It's not in the box, though, so you can't complain too much. And this is an odd angle. You're going to have to really do some curvature, right? Hold that RB button if you can. A little chuckle there from Nick. I try to always do my best to make him laugh, folks. We're out here in every element, wind, rain, sun, shine, snow, whatever it is, to bring you our beloved grassroots soccer. Referee Ralph Doodley puts the wall back to the 10-yard pace. He's getting himself in a position as well. Lanigan. He's sizing him up. Soderberg. He's ready for the punch. Up and over and wide. Lanigan, he hangs his head in shame after that when he knows he had an opportunity served up on a platter. The wall was well positioned from Soderberg. Himself well positioned as well. Folks, you know me as a goalie in my own right. That's a science and an art. The free kick. Quickly back in Soderberg to Budese. Does he have a little bit of magic left in him here? John Miller tries to one-time it, but on his back was Freyre. Simon. He's missing his midfield partner in Eddie Schwartz today. The lad with the left foot. Not able to make the game in this one. Soderberg, he stops it up. It is a Saravia Guvera brother. Stops him up that time. And stops it this time. Simon, though, comes up with it. He moves it on to Gogoletse. Can he one-time it? Yes, he can. Arroyo! Can he keep it in? No. Claps his hands in frustration. Taps his chest as well. Says, my bad, brothers, my bad. That's a good teammate. Right there, the goal scorer. Saila. Hypes him back up. Ball back in here. Rodriguez. Oh, the ball stopped under him. Isaiah Fox chested down. Have to be a little bit more focused than that, Saila. Rodriguez, a nice one-touch around. He feeds Lanigan. He goes for the shot. Blocked by Jean-Pierre. Guillaume. Caught under his feet, and it's Gogoletse. Only as far as Rodriguez, however. He pushes out wide. Lanigan once again, a sweeping ball, and it's Defoe who gets it. Soderberg kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. Didn't know whether to come out or let it go. This time, his defense comes to his aid. Oh, a chop in the back. It's got to be called, and it is. Referee Ralph doing a fantastic job, in my opinion, officiating this game. I used to be a ref many years ago. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it, so I appreciate him. Simon. Isaiah Fox. Soderberg. Nodded down. That is Luis. Here to Gorman. Oh, a little step over maneuver. He feeds the substitute. Puts it out wide to Rodriguez. Sanya. Here to Juan. Rodriguez is able to get the ball slipped through to him. He's now in a nice spot. He moves past one to the top of the box. It goes. Simon able to intercept. He just goes for a clear up to John Miller. Brenning pushes him off his line. Dudek not able to get that. And it's Blanchard who gives chase. He goes down, but the advantage given. Miller with an early cross right into the hands of Shefrish. You can't, when bodies go down like that on a counterattack breakaway, it's hard to call a foul on it. Usually it's a tangle of legs, shoulder to shoulder. Unless somebody really does a two-arm push or something like that, you're not going to get those called. Here's Dudek. Tries to do a give and go, but Simon is there. Simon all over the pitch today. We've been constantly calling his name, doing a really good job of controlling that tempo in the midfield. Gorman now. Oh, he gets a two-arm shove. Gorman. Those pleas are going to fall on deaf ears. That's a foul. We could see it from here. Jean-Pierre. A ton of members ahead of him. You can see Arroyo looking for it. Gogoletse up. Uh-oh. His pocket picked there by Juan. He's now on his lonesome. He stops it up and recovery run from Jean-Pierre. He is wiping the sweat off of his brow because he knew that one was going to fall on him. Should have gone on the back of the net. It is now a corner here for Philadelphia. I believe that is their second of the match, if I'm not mistaken. Had one from this close touchline and now one from the far touchline. Let's see how they go. It's Gorman, the captain, stands over it. Chop right. Soderberg. Yeah, nothing troubling the keeper there. He goes for a quick boot. Can he find Blanchard? Yes, Blanchard. He tracks it nicely, but he was off sides. Yeah. We'll count that as a save, though, for Soderberg. Take that. Ball played in a dangerous area, and the keeper comes up with it. Dudek. He switches the field of play. Can Rodriguez come up with it? He does. There's a good triangle formation. Now keep the possession for Philadelphia. Into the middle of the field, the substitute, not able to find the mark that time. On the break here is Blanchard. He pokes it along, tries to go to Gogoletze. It was in a little bit of space there for maybe a one-time shot. The ball, though, trickles out of bounds. Still in the hand of Vidas. Budeze with a little bit of trickery, a little bit of magic. Dudek stands him up, though. Blanchard goes 1v1 to Sanya. No. Here's Lanigan. He moves it out wide. Serva-Gravia tries to put it back. A whole flick behind him. It was a great pass off his line. It's Soderberg! And Lanigan with another shot there. Soderberg, he did everything in his power to throw him off his line, and it was effective because he cut down the angle nicely. Lanigan not able to slot that one home. Referee Ralph getting a couple words from the captain, Simon. That was a tough challenge at the top of the box. Soderberg. Gogoletze tries to flick it onwards. It's Dudek. He knows he was under duress there. He just had to clear it. Defoe will be the one to put it back in, and quickly he does. Dudek against Blanchard. He gets a hip check, but he's able to stand strong. Could he switch the field? A couple of willing runners ahead of him. He's going to go along the line, but runs out of space. A corner, though, is earned. Dudek, maybe the last to touch there. That'll be the second corner here for Vidas. It's Budeze, stands over it. He might go for the short, but the run tracked there by Juan. Budeze into the danger area. Schifferis with a nice punch, but not far enough here. Miller. Oh, backheel from Simon, but nobody was home. Isaiah Fox tries to intercept it. Just a little bit of ping pong action here, but Philadelphia looking for a little bit of a counterattack. There is nicely done from Gogoletze. Even though he doesn't come up with it, he stops the counter and it's tracked the pace taken out of that play. Gorman. Guillaume wanted to use the channel, but didn't have the right remote because he put it to the other side. Now, Vidas pushes out wide. Defoe, he could go for an early cross. He does. Swings it all the way across. Oh, Sila! An acrobatic attempt from him. That's a really tough challenge. We'll count that as a shot for Vidas. That'll be their tried and true third shot of the game. Folks, as we near the final minutes of the half, just as a reminder, we'll be showing those goals of the month here during our halftime presentation. You can also view that on Instagram at Game in Frame. You know, we're always sponsored by Salt Athletic, and we've got a couple of Game in Frame games coming up this week. So peep our schedule on the website. I'll also tease that in the second half as well. Defoe. Only as far as Dudek. Simon fakes the pass. John Miller They're really trying to play off him like a good target forward, just have him be like the rebound man. Blanchard tries to muscle his way through a couple of bodies. The ball goes out of bounds, though. It will be a corner kick. That'll be the third one here for Vidas. We have a new member over the ball here. Another in-swinger, really close. Isaiah Fox. His fans go ballistic as that was his opportunity. Unfortunately, the ball goes out of bounds on. It's a goal kick called here. Arroyo screaming at his line to turn. Sila, he's visibly frustrated. He believes that one should have been another corner for his squad. Simon. There to Blanchard. He navigates well, finds that one. Jeffries rolls into the box safely for him. Freyre. He tries to find some runners. Isaiah pushes away Lanigan. Jean-Pierre, he just hacks at that one. Guillaume. Isaiah Fox. With a nice defensive header. Vidas need to find their shape here in the channel against these throw-ins. He's saying back it up. 2 more minutes called by referee Ralph. Arroyo. Only as far as Seyang. Oh, Jean-Pierre. Knocked to the noggin there. Gogoletze. Just poke after poke after poke. He's a pestering fly. Freyre trying to unleash. I believe that is Juan, number 10. I knew it was one of those Sierra Vieira Guvera brothers. Seyang. Dudek. Oh, a big sliding challenge there from the midfielder Gogoletze. Defoe, he wiggles himself into danger, but Jean-Pierre is able to break his buddy out of it. Okay, well worked under pressure here from the boys in white. Now released is Arroyo. He is on his horse. He is sprinting like a madman. But Freyre had the line to it. Another shinny goes tumbling to the turf. Seyang. Gorman. As best he can do is just poke it for someone to hopefully clean it up is Dudek. He's looking for a friend. He's running out of space. Saravia Guvera. That is Luis. Pushes it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, plenty of grass ahead of him. Oh, and a misstep there. Goes out of bounds. Arroyo. Another piece of sportsmanship there from the goal scorer. Those two working well in tandem here so far on the channel. Let's see if they can work another goal at the end of the half. Guillaume. Slides into danger though as Arroyo. Converged upon by those jerseys in black. Gogoletze. Nicely brought down from Blanchard. Simon. He might have a crack from distance. No, pushes out wide. Sila. John Miller, a.k.a. Jack. The big body. Couldn't rebound it like he wants to as that target forward. There's Budeze. Swings it to Blanchard. Blanchard in a really good position here. Looking for some friends. Ball still remains inbounds. Caught under his foot there for a moment. Now poked over the end line for another corner for Vidas. Blanchard standing over this one. I think I'd prefer to have Blanchard in the box. He is a massive frame. A very in-swinging ball to the back post. It goes! Isaiah! A nice shot on. And a nice save there from Jeffries. He was in the right spot at the right time. Folks, that is our halftime whistle. We will send it to our break. Stick around for those goal of the month highlights, and we'll see you back in 15.
right on here. Oh, it's a tempting one from Bodenbacher!
Travis Van Brewer is back on. There's a shot! What a shot! CPR back on top! Fayez Merchant!
An inward swinger, right-footed, toward the far post, bouncing up the head of an FC Westchester player. Oh! What a goal! Goal! Golazo! FC Westchester! A stunning bicycle kick.
Okay, looking to buy himself a free kick. Referee not fooled by that. Sharnas, lovely first touch. And a searching ball. Kawasi cuts inside. Oh, it's a glorious second goal for Manhattan Celtic. A super ball by Charnas. And by Kawasi, brought it down and finished sublimely.
Harasabovic sends it long for Kurcic. He chests it down, has a shot over the head and into the net. What a goal! Incredible work to tie this game for Sanjak. It's level at 1.
That's Milton. It's a shot on goal. Oh my word! Off the upright. Had great dip, good power.
Good touch by Albi Rexa. Tries to get it back. Down the other way. Go International. Is there space to keep that one in? It is Ryan on the far side. Hunting for something. Has a shot. What a goal! My goodness! Picks out the top corner. International have a lead. 3-1v2, 3v3 now. Cam Park coming back to provide some reinforcement. Mark the strike. Mark the goal! A beautiful strike. A hammer.
Good turn there and the shot. And a goal! What a beautiful turn and finish.
Bonviel has the ball, takes a shot, rips it from outside the 18 and goal!
From perhaps that defensive error. Still with Paxton. Paxton to toward Dagan. Dagan inside the 18-yard box. Dribbles away from 2, 3. Dagan! Goal for Brooklyn United!
Munoz has moved out to the right. Rio, just enough of a touch back heel. Cook Jr. Could be a shot. Hurtado Gomes, 1-0. His 9th goal of the season for Tomas de Andrade Gomes. Comes inside from left wing. Finishes to the left side of the net. Good finish, clean finish. 1-0 Zoom Schneider.
Suarez, Saluga, trying to go through.
Oh my word! It's Merchant again! Oh, he's got the brace.
Of today, especially in the second half. FC Westchester. Oh! What a missile! FC Westchester with a tremendous goal. 2-2.
Spin the shoulders and start the counter. What a ball to Verma. And that ball's hit. What a strike! My goodness! What a hit from Luke Hill. Start the counter. What a ball to Verma. And that ball's hit. What a strike! My goodness! What a hit from Luke Hill.
By Jaite, he's pushing forward. The ball's taken away again. He gets it back. What a save! Another save by Clerion. A great 2 saves by Clerion Nunez.
Munoz has moved out to the right. Rio, just enough of a touch back heel. Cook Jr. Could be a shot. Hurtado Gomes, 1-0. His 9th goal of the season for Tomas de Andrade Gomes.
Trujillo! What a save, Niksevic!
Rahi looking for the ball while he's in left side position though.
Pastrana gets past one with a cheeky little ball through the legs of the defender.
Urban lofts the ball in, and it hits the crossbar. And he can be a hero. It bounces in. Referee says goal.
Lost just outside the middle third. Here comes IFA. One more time. It's Whiteley swatting it away with one hand.
Block FC trying to find their second goal, and the shot is up and in.
Looking forward. Wilson Edwards with a chip ball, and it's off the bar and in.
Salt Athletic, who are keeping it fresh, and we thank them so much. Burkanovic, Jetmir Kovacevic does really well.
Pouncing on all the loose balls. Lovely ball played over the top. Running in behind is Westchester, floated to the back, knotted in. A hat trick for the danger man Lucchini.
Nice ball in back. Howard tries. Ryan sends it back in and scores!
Resnick, it's a cross in. Oh, Lou headed it back across. Oh, two for Colonia.
As now play toward the offensive midfielder as it's Whiteley. Stops the first, stops the second. Fantastic stop. That's a fabulous double save.
He's using his muscle. Now he can run it goal. Can he get a shot off on target? An excellent tackle by Gonzalez. Last ditch.
Touch and hit. Low into that far post. What a strike.
Andre Gomes behind the striker. Back to Andre Gomes. Can they link up for 2-1? Andre Gomes, his second of the night. A brace.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
All right, folks, and we're excited to just be back. I mean, the halftime cut a little bit short, but the players were ready, the refs were ready, and apparently we're ready now. So let's get back into the action. Holy moly. And Guillaume just upending Gogletse there. Really letting the physicality show here as we start the second half, folks. As a reminder, Vidas United is the home side in white, and Heritage SC is the away side in black. Currently, Vidas, they are up 1-0 here, and they need all 3 points to try to get themselves into that upper echelon of this very contested conference. Remember, you want to be in the top 4 to get into that playoff spot and hopefully win your way to the American Premier Soccer League final, which we'll be casting, of course, in usually June is when that happens. Right now, though, Philadelphia Heritage on a counterattack. It's Lanigan trying to outrace Jean-Pierre, but those long legs of the defense and the law able to kick that one wide. Folks, as always, it's Phil Boda here, alongside my cameraman and producer Nick Kraus, bringing you all the grassroots soccer in Philadelphia. Right now, Lanigan putting the ball back into the captain, Gorman. Here's Freyre. Calmly done from him. He's still looking for a friend, though. Cannot find it there. Oh, Sila. He gets a shoulder in the back. Don't come on, Gorman. That was definitely a clear foul, man. Cannot just put a shoulder through somebody's back. Here's Budeze. He took a strong tackle in that first half. Was able to recover from it. Ball goes up and over. Freyre handles that one nicely, puts it out to Guillaume. Isaiah Fox here to Blanchard, but it is Saravia Guvare. But now it's Gogoletse who tries to push it out wide for the goal scorer, but the ball, not enough pace on it. Here's Luis to Gorman. Sanya. Luis once again. Oh, a big challenge there from Miller. Could he go for the shot? No, tries to pass it on to Sila. A very unselfish play, but he got to be perfect to slot that ball through. A nice step forward there from Fox. Gogoletse here. Folks, I may be feeling a little bit of a raindrop or two. I was checking the forecast ahead of time. There's only a slight % chance of rain, like 10, 15, 20%. Hopefully it stays off for us. I know Nick has his umbrella handy dandy, but we're hoping not to use it. Another free kick. Philadelphia Heritage really coming out here with the physicality in the second half. Budeze standing over it. Seems to be their free kick taker, while the magic of Eddie Schwartz, his left foot, is not able to participate here today. Oh yeah, the rain is, it's coming. It's coming down now. Shoot. Sila. Simon, the captain. Defoe in a very advanced position. He crossed it to the top of the box. Is anybody home for a one-time shot? No, Rodriguez able to clear. Jean-Pierre puts it back in the mixer. But it's Juan not able to rise above the rest. And it's Simon, the engine, the heart, the life force of this squad. A nice flick there from Blanchard, but nobody there in the channel. Now it's contested here. A drag of the jersey. Goes out of bounds there. Guillaume, rightly so, pleading to the referee. There was a jersey tug there. That should have been called. Okay, if someone gets tugged in the jersey, they're going to try to wiggle out of it. Yes, there's going to be an errant elbow. That's that first foul head. Simon, he, with a strong header back, is allowing Soderberg to be able to pick that one up. An intelligent play there from the captain to allow the shape to reset here for the home side. Arroyo puts it on to Blanchard. He tried to move it down the line, but it was closed down. Sort of like 95 today on my way up. Lots of traffic, a couple lanes closed. Soderberg, he just hoofs that one. Looks for Arroyo, but not able to find him this time. Guillaume. Here's Juan. Oh, no handball there. Get out of here. Come on, Budeze. Sila. A nice little flick around. He cuts it. John Miller with a nice run to split the D. He gets bodied off there by Brennan. Oh, so close for Defoe. Here's Sanya. He's able to move it out wide. Here's Luis to Lanigan. He's looking for the give and go. Luis now has it, but two ahead of him. Defoe able to close him down and tackle the ball away. Gogoletse with some shifty hips. He goes wild. 3 challenges. Almost gets upended there. Sila. Can't move it through. Brennan now has to move it back to Shafris. Shafris has to give it the what for. Just a big old boot. Defoe Brings it down, but only as far as Senya. And off the shin guard. All the shin guards coming into play here today. Defoe now. He's looking for a friend. Sila holding off the defense well. Ooh, a bit of trickery there. A bit of magic, but Bodeze, he's going all the way across the top of the box, but he just ran out of room, ran out of friends. A good tackle there from Arroyo. The hulking body, though, of Guillaume just bullying through bodies. He doesn't even care who he's going up against. Soderberg, he is running off. He is able to clean that one up. Soderberg, an intelligent goalkeeper. That's how he likes to play. It's about positioning and timeliness, not just, your strength and your acrobatics. Oh, a big slide there from Gogoletse. Now with the turf getting ever more slick because of the rain. Luis. Is he going to go for a shot? Puts it back to Rodriguez. He's in a central position. He's looking for Sangya. Oh, and he just goes for a shot. Clatters off one. Another one goes wide. He was able to get the rebound there, which is nice. But the second shot, nothing doing. All right, well, the umbrella has been unfurled here from producer Nick Krause. My notebook now closed to keep my papers safe. During the first half, we didn't have many spectators in the stands, but now a good amount, about 20 folks or so here have arrived for this spectacle. Soderberg places the ball down here. He wants the second ball, usually go for number 16, Jack John Miller. Look, it's going for him right now. Nice backspin. You see him bringing it down there. He finds Simon, but Luis is able to intercept. Juan maybe took one to the danger area. Looks like he suddenly just got a stomp to the top of the boot. That happens. Remember, folks, the referee's job first and foremost is to keep the safety of the players in mind. They want to keep everybody safe while they're playing. It's a physical game, right? People are going to get hurt. People are going to put themselves on the line to try to win. It's up to the referee to keep everybody safe as best they can. Sila, the goal scorer, does he have another one left in the tank? He cuts himself into the middle of the pitch. Gorman with an attempted challenge. Out wide, it goes to Blanchard. Into the box he goes, a shot! And through the uprights. 3 points in American football, no points here in soccer. But another shot on the board for the team in white. Uh-oh. Now the rain is coming down. It's unfortunate for your boy because I did not bring rain gear as much as I did check the weather. Hopefully it's just one lamenting cloud. We can get ourselves underway. But right now, Luis. And it's a genius play there from Soderberg. And quickly, he moves it out to Defoe. It's hard to see the lines, actually. There's a couple of different sport lines out here. I'm seeing lacrosse. I'm seeing football. I'm seeing soccer, field hockey. Lots of different lines. Defoe touching it on the line. He keeps it in. I don't know about that, lad. Hole of the ball must cross the hole of the line for it to go out. Defoe was dancing with it, but it did not go out of bounds. A fortunate break here for the side of Philadelphia Heritage. Looks like we have a couple subs coming through. So, yes, unfortunate that they didn't keep possession, but fortunate they can get some fresh legs on the pitch. It's the defenseman Arroyo who will be subbing out. We'll be seeing who is subbing in just a moment when I see the jersey number. Taduk. He puts it in. Sila, calm as ever with the ball at his feet. Oh, almost a knock of heads there. And it's Miller who moves it on. On sides here is Sila. He's waiting for the reinforcements to arrive, and so they have a nice move there. Can't get past the second defense. Gorman, the captain, comes up with the goods, but still maintains. Oh, Defoe trying to do a nice move. A shoulder in the back from Daduk. And he bodies Simon off the ball. He puts his hands up in frustration like, come on, man. Let's go Galetse, though. Here to Jean-Pierre. We know he takes people on. Sila. He's going to be looking to switch the pace of play. but goes as far as Gogoletse. He might have a crack from distance. He fakes it. Bodeze, he was looking for a layoff, but nobody was home. It is Juan here. He's waiting for some reinforcements. Puts it back to Freyri. Now Guillaume. A little bit of dancing on the ball. These two hulking bodies battling it out. He pings it. And Juan's not able to handle it there. That is the substitute. Is that number 20 for Vidas? Or number 30? I think it's number 30, Angel Rodriguez. My LASIK apparently not paying off if I can't see that far, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, though, it's Lanigan, and offsides is Rodriguez. Offsides. It doesn't matter if you touch the ball. If you are in an offside position that could potentially impede the play or impact somebody, you're doing something you can't do. The offside rules, always the most tricky one. For me, it's been the handball rule recently. I don't know about you, Nick. We'll have to chat about that after the fact. But what is a handball? What's not a handball? That always frustrates me. Right now, what's frustrating Philadelphia Heritage is not being able to get a bit of possession here, as Vidas is able to just maintain it, play a little ping ball action. Looking for the run on here. Silent, he stays onside this time. He can't handle the heat, though. And he just tackles Dudek to the ground. Sila maybe took a little slip there. The referee does call it, but I believe it will go the way of Philadelphia Heritage. Dudek and Sila, they exchange a little high five, but definitely no love between those two. They're going to be battling it out for sure for the rest of the half. Now the players converging onto the referee. But really only Simon's the one who can have the words. Blanchard and John Miller constantly in the ear of the referee. Complaining a little bit too much for my liking. Because they were complaining, they're not in position. So now Guillaume with a bunch of space. But Blanchard, a lot of times when you have the ref's ear, you're going to be a little bit more brazen in your challenges. You saw so there, Sila with a nice layoff, but not able to find the mark. Sangya for Lanigan. Back to Sangya. He clips it on to Luis in an onside position this time. He's going to try to take on two. Sangya. Tries to move to Lanigan, but didn't find the right pass. John Miller now. He's going to let Blanchard go, but out of bounds. The ball flies. Another substitute here. This time it's Dudek, who will exit the pitch, claps a bound from his manager. Okay, let's see how Sila takes on a newcomer. A new challenger approaches, as they say. And they high-five right away. They know they're going to be duking it out, and that is Toussaint, number 17 here for Philadelphia Heritage. Rodriguez scurrying against Lanigan. A nice cutback from him. He puts it to the middle. Sangya, he could have an open shot here. He moves it out wide to Luis. Luis pings it off the back of Defoe. Nice defensive effort from here, putting his body on the line. Sila, scorpion kick. And Defoe slips off his boot there. That's what happens now with the elements in play. Toussaint getting his first action on the ball. He's saying, show, I need a friend. I want to keep possession here. We need it. Luis flings it. Lanigan still maintains possession, though. Well done for the captain. He just tries to move it wide, but his buddy got in the way. Lanigan, though, still with it. He slips it on. Offsides, though, is Juan. Okay. And that's the offsides traps, folk. You just want to step at the right moment. And that person will be offsides. The ball moves to him. Soderberg, though, once again off his line quickly. Maybe had the save in hand. It seems like the ball might have gone in the back of the net if Juan would have recovered quickly off that hurdle. We know where Soderberg is going to go, looking for the head of John Jack Miller. Brenning winning that one in the air, but Budeze brings it down. The substitute Toussaint hasn't found his footing yet in this game. Budeze. Isaiah Fox to Gogoletse. Triangles in the shape now working here for the team in white. The rain continues to steadily fall here in John Bartram High School, our Delaware River Conference match between our 6th place squad, Vidas United in white, and 10th place squad, Philadelphia Heritage in black and pink. Gorman, he's being harried, and that is a foul. Gogoletse. Here's Toussaint. Budeze. And he just does the intelligent thing, just puts it wide. Make sure there's no sneaky thing. Another substitute now coming in, this time for Vidas. And it is Isaiah Fox, the fan favorite, who will be exiting the match. Doing an excellent job there on defense. Almost had a headed goal off a corner. And then I believe Budeze will now be leaving. So we won't see any goals from him. Now I just have to see who will be taking their places here. In a dangerous spot now is Vidas. Toussaint. Gorman trying to flick it onwards. A nice little overhead kick there from Gogoletse. It is Juan, though, who brings it down, trying to move through traffic. Defoe, though. Desperation challenge or clearance. Simon, though. Oh, from behind the back, and he said the ball was claimed. Sliding challenge from Jean-Pierre. Puts it as far as Rodriguez. Was able to do a little bit of a release valve. But it is Freyre who knocks it out. A goal kick is called, and that gives us time to call our very special sponsor, Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest and most advanced cleat bag, the Air Case. The Air Case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code now to get 10% off your Air Case purchase. Remember, keep it fresh. Let's see how Soderberg decides to re-enter this one. He just smacks it as far as he can. Simon tries to go up for it. Not high enough that time. Ooh, an overhead kick. A little bit dangerous here from our substitute in the yellow cleats. A foul called as the jersey was tugged, and that is number 11 here for the home side. And that is Alexander Lara. And number 4 is our other substitute on defense, and that's Abraham Waldman. He has 1 goal on the season. That's defense, so probably off a set piece or something of the like. We've been getting a shot goes wide there, and another goal kick. But we'll count that. I'll be, at least from my count, the 6th shot here for the home side in white. Freyre. Had a couple mishaps in the first half, but finding his footing nicely here in the second. Rodriguez calling a couple bodies to tumble as the turf gets more and more slick. And another challenge from Juan Saravia Guevara. Referee Ralph having enough of the chatter and the chirping. He said, unless it's from the captains, I do not want to hear it. Yellow cards will be brandished next time I hear a peep, and I hope he holds to that. Blanchard standing over it. He goes for a hefty boot. Simon, it wiggles all the way through. Oh, my goodness, I thought that was going to be in. Jean-Pierre, a great step. We know he can weave past some players looking to take on Toussaint. A desperate hack there from Lara. Blanchard trying to go for a challenge. I believe we had another substitute, number 22, has entered the match, and that's Daniel Smith. I believe I was doing my ad read when the substitute was made, so I didn't see that one, unfortunately. It's actually very funny, folks. We have someone trying out today. We'll get to that as Lanigan is now in a dangerous positioning in the attacking third. He tries to swing it in. It hits off of Jean-Pierre. Rodriguez up with a nice header, but only as far as Juan. Sangya. Toussaint. Out wide to Lanigan once again. Can he get past Jean-Pierre this time? No, he can't. Off the boot it goes, and a corner kick here, one from Heritage. It'll be their third of the match. Number 4, Waldman. As I was saying, folks, we have a newcomer here for Game and Frame. Is trying out today. His name is John. And I was talking to him before the match saying, you know, when I did my tryout many moons ago, it was a similar day in April, cloudy, with a chance of rain. And rain it did. So trying to keep your notes together as you're casting for the first time can be difficult. So I applaud him for his effort here as Sangya puts it all the way to the back post. Bodies fly, bodies tumble. But as Jean-Pierre comes up with it, he clears his lines for now. It's Toussaint. Sends it out to Rodriguez. Tries to get past Daniel Smith and does. Here's Lara. He weaves his way through two. Now it's Gogoletse who's on the break. Here's Sila on the other side of the pitch. Can he get to him? He has to get the ball out from under him. He can't. Sila. He swings his arm in frustration. Lara. It's Sila. It pings off both bodies. He could have a crack. Oh, goes for a cheeky step over. The tackle good from Toussaint. And out of bounds it goes. People yelling at the ref now for getting in the way. Doesn't have eyes in the back of his head. You have to be wary of the ref. The ref is going to be watching the ball. Okay. Let's see what referee Ralph does this time. He's calling some people over. He's talking to him. He's like, I get it. I understand. Let's move on. Brenning just has to take the brunt of these verbal lashings from the ref. Trying to just calm some things down here as we make our way through the middle of our second half. Philadelphia frustrated. Rightly so. But they have to not get in their own way a lot of the time. Some of these reckless challenges and missed passes, etc. Waldman, he's sprinting in the box. This is how he's gotten his goal of the season. It's Lara. Goes for a low in-swinger. Can't get past the first line of defense. And Toussaint is there. So this will be the 6th corner, at least by my mark. Another low cross into the mixer. A handball is called. It does bounce off an arm. Jeffries, he puts it in. Here's Sangya now. He smacks it onward. Lanigan lays it off here from Luis, but Jean-Pierre, always with great steps, just running through challenges. Defoe coming to his aid as well. It's the number 2 backup. Lara now swings it. Brenning intercepts that challenge. And over the back line here is Sila. He has to get past one more member. He pushes it to the top of the box. Blanchard, he could have a swing at it, but his teammate gets in the way. It's Smith. He goes for a crack up off the field goal bar. And that will be a goal kick. That will be a shot number 7 here for Vidas. Now the fans in the stands running for cover as the rain is pelting us. Still the ball keeps going. Gogoletse, advantage called. Lara now. He is a couple of willing runners. Tries to slip it through. Off his line is Jeffries. And he gets it. He's looking for the right roll. Finds it. Coming up with an at 20 here. Freyre. Sangya now. Slips it right on. It's Lanigan. Can he find Luis? Luis does not have the speed to get to that one. Soderberg picks that up. Swings it out to Defoe. Puts him right into the danger area. Simon. Oh, nice layoff there, but not nice enough. Toussaint with a nice pick. He's now into the box. He could go to the back, chops it maybe just a little too far, and Simon able to clean it up. Sila. Intelligent play, confident play, and calm play from him as always. Defoe, the tired leg, just pings it up. Brenning gets on his bunnies. Gogoletse tries to find Daniel Smith. He's able to get to him. Guillaume, tangle of legs there, but he's giving a hand up. Daniel Smith smacks off his body and then crunch shoulder to shoulder. These two, man, been hitting the weight room. Soccer is a physical sport, folks. Got to say it time and time again. You are in constant contact with minimal protections. Another upending challenge here. Looks like referee Ralph is going to have some more words with the coaching staff here of the home side. He's saying, let me do my job. I hear you. I see it. I will call it. And that is why I stopped refereeing, folks, because people don't care about your feelings as a referee, and they make your job a living hell. So if we could all just, I know it's a competition. It's a game. I get it. People want to win. But there's a shortage of referees, folks, if you didn't know, because people don't want to be pestered, don't want to be, constantly berated. So just shut up. Let the ref do his thing. Yes, there's going to be mistakes. People make mistakes. It's never going to be perfect. Let the game go. Just keep playing as it is. Unfortunately, that free kick not coming to fruition. Gogoletse, though, able to win it back forward side. Guillaume up and down. Gogoletse. Oh, he chops it. He swings it out wide to Daniel Smith. Puts it on to Gogoletse. The pass too hot to handle. Pings right off of his left boot. And out of bounds it goes. I believe two more substitutes are coming on now here. Philadelphia Heritage SC. Let's see what positions we have. Looks like we have Juan, Saravia, Guevara, who will exit the match. And Freire will exit the match here. So when I see those folks, it's number 25. And that is Alex Labato. And number 18, who is Marco Delgado. Put those names right in the memory banks. Oh, Sila. Ouch, that's a stinger right to the inner quad. Brenning. We know he's got the boot in him. There it is. Juan Pierre taking no chances. He just sends that up. Gogoletse able to get it. Simon now. Ooh, over Daniel Smith. Tries to touch it around Guillaume. That's a fine challenge. Gorman. He slices and dices past two. Well done from him. Lanigan. Now that's a big challenge from the tiny man of Gogoletse, and a foul is called. Welcome to the game. Oh, that's a dangling leg. A foul. Here. Looks like the goal scorer, Sila, will be taking his role on the pine. And 2 out for the squad in white. Let's see who that is. Oh, 21, Scar. Sorry, excuse me. That's Mohammedzine Kazi. Right now it's Blanchard, though. Puts it on to Daniel Smith. Nice towel hack goal there from Guillaume. Labato. Rodriguez puts it in the center of the field. Lara wins it back for his side. Here's Waldman. There's Jean-Pierre. Rodriguez. Oh, tries to move it centrally, but didn't read the run here of the center forward. Brenning. For the boots, he lets out an exclamation we can't say on broadcast, knowing he mishit that one. Here's Defoe. Moves essentially to Gogoletse. He looks to maybe switch the field of play. Finds Simon here. Moving through the lines well enough. Daniel Smith with a touch on and a touch around. Has to force something out of Guillaume, and he does. Luis under duress. Moves it on to Lobato. Lobato tries to sneak it past Rodriguez. And a big challenge from him. Wins it. Puts it out wide, though, so remains with Philadelphia Heritage. Lobato. Oh, another crunching challenge. Ouch. That one's got to hurt. Toussaint. We know he likes to move forward. Into the box he goes. He puts it back to Luis. Jean-Pierre is there. Lanigan, he could have a crack. A little bit of space. And a huge sliding challenge from the captain. Prevents that one from really having any danger. Took the sting out of it. Soderberg, though, did have to keep that one in bounds, knowing the deflection came through, but we'll count that as a shot here for Philadelphia Heritage, whether it's deflected or not. Still many Brave fans in the stands here. The rain's actually letting up now a little bit. We got I did shower this morning, but always good to have one from nature as well. Soderberg. Brenning. Folks, before my notes get totally soaked, we've got a couple announcements here for you about some game in frame action coming up. Oh, a push in the back there from Kazi. But we do have later today Hoboken FC versus Richmond County at 4 p.m. as part of the Metropolitan Conference. Principian Freedoms versus Central Park Rangers at 9 p.m. That's on April 10th. And on April 13th, AC Trilogy versus Vidas. And that is, of course, a Delaware River Conference matchup. That'll be at 1 p.m. We will be covering that one. Of course, cameraman, producer extraordinaire Nick Krause will be covering that action. And we'll have our other broadcaster, Jake, I believe, on that one. I will be in Raleigh for a different casting event that weekend. Well, April showers do bring rainflowers. Rainflowers? Mayflowers. So we wait for the ball to get put back in play. I believe another substitute will be coming on. Rodriguez takes his seat. Defoe looking for a friend here. Laura. Sanya. Moves it out of bounds. Defoe. A lot of hand fighting in this line here. Gorman winning that one outright again. Still against the line. Blanchard, kind of like a whiny little baby, actually, most of this game. He needs to just be quiet for a little bit, play the game of soccer. Rodriguez puts it into the mixer. Chefris, though, easily spotted that one, and he puts it quickly out. The counterattack could be on here. Sangya, he moves it out wide. Luis, perfectly rolled for him. Lanigan moves through the lines, but Jean-Pierre is there. A good run, a good attempt from there. And there's Luis dragging him down. The yellow card, Brandish. He's trying to bring him back up. That's his fourth or fifth challenge, Luis. He knows that one was coming. Defoe saying, enjoy possession. Basically means we're up. Let's knock it around a little bit. Let's tire him out. That's Luis. Yeah, my notes are unfortunately totally soaked. Waldman standing over this one. Waldman smacks it up. And Lobato. The stinger on the boot, nicely brought down by Senya. Luis chests it on there to Toussaint. He moves it through the lines, but rolls nicely and neatly there to Soderberg. Here's Rodriguez. Jean-Pierre flips it up to Defoe. Those two have been working nicely in the back. He smacks it on Blanchard with a nice flick. Can Kazi get there? The substitute, Delgado, puts it all the way back to Chefris. Delgado. He just smacks it up. Gave away possession there, unfortunately, for his squad. Here is Jean-Pierre. Here's Defoe. Now Gogoletse, he's not able to turn with that one. Puts his team into a dangerous spot. Here's Lanigan. He moves himself centrally, but Simon with another interception. Gogoletse constantly hurdling challenges. Waldman smacks it up, and Blanchard brings it down. Did see another substitute come in, number 5, and that is Gunneiden. You'll see him up in the attacking area. Right now, Guillaume tries to put it on to Louise. Defoe, nicely done, but back to Philadelphia Heritage it goes. Gorman. Sangya. Delgado. Here to Brennan. Oh, Rodriguez couldn't track that one in the air. It will, clip the top of his haircut there. Go out for Philadelphia. Oh, no, they're saying. No, referee Ralph calling it the other way, saying it did not touch the hairs on his chin. Folks, as a reminder, we do have our goal of the month for March competition currently going. Check us out at Game in Frame on Instagram. And I hope you stuck around for a halftime presentation to see those goals as well. Definitely vote for your favorite goal. They will win an air case. Sponsored by Salt Athletic. Brenning. Delgado now. Plenty of space ahead of him. Challenged here by Laura. He moves on him. Luis, though, got in his way maybe a little bit. Defoe. Desperate clear. Jean-Pierre. Ooh, calmly done from him. Laura. A big sliding challenge. Gogoletse. Here to Angel Rodriguez. Daniel Smith keeps it in for his squad. Gogoletse still. A ton of pressure now coming out from Philadelphia. They know they have to chase this game. They're only down 1 goal. They can score 1. They tied up. They win themselves a point at the very least. The throw in here goes to Daniel Smith. He's waiting for the reinforcements to come. He might have a crack here. He does. No pace behind it, unfortunately. Brenning. Sangya. He lofts it up to Saint. Gently nodded down, though, by Defoe. Here's Simon. Lara, back to Simon. Out wide, nice ticky-tack play here. Simon moving his way all the way up the pitch. He moves it back, but nobody was home. Nobody was following his effort, his engine. That's why he's the heart and soul of his team. Philadelphia can't connect a couple of passes. Unfortunately, that goes out of bounds. Back to Vidas it goes. Here's Defoe. Essentially, Gogoletse. Defoe moves it into the mixer. Danny could have a crack. Oh, a nice one-time volley from the substitute. The angle just a little bit off. We have another substitute coming in here. Gogoletse finally a well-deserved breather. We will see who it is this time. Number 26. And that's Nolan Bear. I was going to say I recognize that headband anywhere. Jeffries putting the ball back in. Simon wings it up. This guy, he's everywhere. My goodness. Here's Daniel Smith. He moves it on back to Simon. He cuts it back in. Blanchard has the opportunity. No power behind that one, unfortunately. Oh, man. Jeffries putting his team under duress quickly. I believe that's the 8th shot here for the home side in white. Bouncing off of the big man is Daniel Smith. Holding off the challenge, though, nicely is Guillaume. Here's Delgado. Harried by Kazi. Sent back to the goalkeeper here. Gorman. Clips it on. Finds Lanigan. Centrally he goes. Sanya. Gorman now tries to move between the lines, but Jean-Pierre is there. Here's Kazi with plenty of space ahead of him. They're just calling for dribbles. Blanchard now. Offside he goes. He tried to time his run, but Kazi just didn't feed him in time. Immediately the ball goes in. It's Delgado with plenty of space. He's moving the ball. He's being chased by Kazi. Kazi barrels into him. Moves it on to gun it in. Here's Luis. Finds himself on the opposite side of the pitch now. Sanya. Brennan now. Guillaume. Rodriguez. Twirling and dancing. But a great interception there. Oh. Ball just a little bit too slippery right now. The rain, it's not as heavy as it was before. Referee Ralph saying move that one back. Sanya. Seen a lot of the ball this half, just hasn't been able to move ahead with it. Rodriguez doing a nice job. Just putting a little bit of pressure on. When you feel a body in the back, your touch isn't always as clean as you would like, especially in these conditions. Ball slips right out of him. Scorpion kick there from Smith, and he gets it right back. He's looking to move beyond. Blanchard. He's still moving through. How is he getting the ball between all these folks? He drags down Guillaume, and the foul is called. Another yellow card brandished here. Another member into the book. Not sure who that was for. Maybe somebody on the bench. I don't blame him. I'd have enough too. Jeffries. He goes across the formation to Brennan. He's going to have a hoof. Seems to be his MO. And out of bounds and off the mark it is. Defoe's going to let that one run, let all the time on the clock go as well. Speaking of clock, folks, we have exceeded the 90. That is why they're calling for how much time is left. There have been a couple stoppages here and there, but nothing egregious. So we should be close to the end of this contest. Defoe wants to keep possession. He flings it in. Off of Luis. Pokes it back. Alaba. Sanya. It's their last minute of magic. Blanchard. He comes up with the goods here. Pushes the ball out of bounds. More seconds off the clock to Saint. He's looking for a friend. He flings it up. Gundian. Rodriguez. Another header in defense. Gorman cuts past one. He flings it in. Soderberg pats it down. A lot of times we would see goalkeepers fall all the way to the floor, lay down a little bit. Soderberg, though, getting the ball in. Smacking it up. Lara the target this time. Rodriguez just pushing it forward. Once again, it's all about wasting those seconds off the clock. Oh, nice Cruyff move from Guillaume. Bodies hitting the floor again. A foul is called. Rodriguez hacking down a member of Philadelphia Heritage. Guillaume. Lanigan. Lara. He clips it up for Kazi. Kazi, does he have the legs? He does not. Toussaint, be careful, buddy. Track always gets very slippery, especially when you're wearing studs. Always makes me a little nervous. Toussaint. Blanchard. He tries to push it onward. Can't. Pings back to Philadelphia Heritage. Oh. If there was a willing runner, maybe, but they were all in the outskirts on the width. No, nobody central there. Soderberg, he's going to be content to take this one to the corner and then fall on it. Waiting for Lanigan to put the pressure on, and there it is. He swings it to an outlet. Here's Blanchard. He smacks it as hard as he can, but Toussaint is there. Centrally it goes to Gorman. Yam. Goes for Vidas. We've strongly exceeded the allotted time here. Referee Ralph checks his watch. I believe the whistle might go any time now, but you must play until it is over. Out of bounds it goes once again. Labato this time. Here's Bear. He leaves it there for Waldman. He's going to huck and chuck this one. He does. Simon. Oh, Rodriguez. A jumping challenge. That's a foul every time. Labato, the one who took the brunt of that damage. But it's all just more time wasting, right? You have to reset, find your shape, put the ball down. Especially if someone like Lara, he picks the pocket of Delgado. He could have had a shot from here. He might just take it to the corner. He's waiting for some runners. Delgado, he brings him down to the pitch. Still advantage is played. Kazi tries to move it on to Simon. Can't get it done. Whew, swipe wet from the brow there of Heritage as they move past that mistake. Do they have time left in the bank to score one and level the sides? Kazi here to Simon. Simon. Offsides. If you are in an offside position. All right, and there it is. Referee Ralph with the final whistle here at John Bartram High School. The ending score is Vidas United 1, Philadelphia Heritage SC 0. Folks, Phil Boda here with producer Nick Kraus. We'll see you in just a few as we pull somebody for an interview.
On here. Oh, it's a tempting one from Bowdenbacher!
Travis Van Brewer is back on. There's a shot! What a shot! CPR back on top! Fayez Merchant!
An inward swinger, right-footed, toward the far post, bouncing up the head of an FC Westchester player. Oh! What a goal! Goal! Golazo! FC Westchester A stunning bicycle kick.
Okay, looking to buy himself a free kick. Referee not fooled by that. Charnas, lovely first touch. And a searching ball. Kawasi cuts inside. Oh, it's a glorious second goal for Manhattan Celtic. A super ball by Charnas. And by Kawasi, brought it down and finished sublimely.
Harasabovic sends it long for Kurcic. He chests it down, has a shot over the head and into the net. What a goal! Incredible work to tie this game for Sanjak. It's level at 1.
That's Milton. It's a shot on goal. Oh my word! Off the upright. Had great dip, good power.
Good touch by LB Rexa. Tries to get it back. Down the other way. Go international. Is there space to keep that one in? It is Ryan on the far side. Hunting for something. Has a shot. What a goal! My goodness! Picks out the top corner. International have a lead. 3-1v2, 3v3 now. Cam Park coming back to provide some reinforcement. Mark the strike. Mark the goal! A beautiful strike. A hammer.
Good turn there and the shot. And a goal! What a beautiful turn and finish.
Bonviel has the ball, takes a shot, rips it from outside the 18 and goal!
From perhaps that defensive error. Still with Paxton. Paxton to toward Dagan. Dagan inside the 18-yard box. Dribbles away from 2, 3. Dagan! Goal for Brooklyn United!
Munoz has moved out to the right. Rio, just enough of a touch backfield. Cook Jr. Could be a shot. Hurtado Gomes, 1-0. His 9th goal of the season for Tomas de Andrade Gomes. Comes inside from left wing. Finishes to the left side of the net. Good finish, clean finish. 1-0 Zoom Schneider.
Suarez, Saluga, trying to go through. Oh my word! It's Merchant again! Oh, he's got the brace.
Of today, especially in the second half.
FC Westchester.
Oh! What a missile! FC Westchester with a tremendous goal. 2-2.
Spin the shoulders and start the counter. What a ball to Verma. And that ball's hit. What a strike! My goodness! What a hit from Luke Hill.
Welcome back, Game & Framers. Phil Boda here with the lone goal scorer, Silla. We're going to ask him a couple questions here. My friend, talking about that goal, what did you see when you put that one in the back of the net?
It was amazing. I couldn't make it. I was like right there, and I saw the ball coming up. He cut the ball to the ground, and I shot it. That's all I remember on the ground. For real. I don't remember much.
Okay. Well, it was the one that decided this one and netted your squad all 3 points. So a very crucial one at that. We were talking over there in the team huddle. You played against your former squad. What was it like playing against Philadelphia Heritage?
It was tough, for sure. I mean, they played pretty good, and we did our job too, as we used to. So a win is a win. That's the most important. So, yeah, sure.
Absolutely. I did see you out there high-fiving a couple of your old members, helping them up. And I did see you on the sideline helping your own teammates. What's it like playing with the new squad?
Man, I love soccer.
I love fighting. I love giving my energy on soccer. So to play on this team right here, because it was my first team, so I promised them to give all for sure. If somebody else need help, for sure I'm gonna get back. That's how it is. That's a team. It's like a family for me, so you know what it is.
Sure. Absolutely. Okay. And while we have you out here on the broadcast, who would you like to shout out? Who would you like to recognize?
My coach and my teammates, my family, and you guys. That's all, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you once again. This is the goal scorer, Silla. We'll see you next time, my friend.
For sure. Anytime, any day.
All right.
I promise.
Have a good one, Game of Framers. We'll see you next time.
For sure.